I love it.
This is the best.
Oh,
This is the best I got.
nice.
It looks so sick.
You're in Orange right now, I assume?
I'm in Orange County in the city of Orange. You're in 847, I assume.
I'm in Chicago, yeah.
Is that the 847?
Yeah. 847 is the suburbs of Chicago, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the cactus threw me off. But regardless, you're in the weather where you can kind of be chill out there, which is
Hey, look at that. Look at all that snow. It's inbound. So this is going on YouTube, correct?
I think I just started recording it. We're putting it on YouTube. I think we're gonna also just clip it up and just make some Instagrams out of it if we're able to get something good from it.
That stank.
What
I gotta dial in the right vibe here.
Nice, man. So yeah, so you this new release was your first official release with us. Obviously, you migrated Chartreuse, but you want to talk about Country Fried Breakfast, Song with No Name, and Point Reyes at all?
Yeah, so those releases were interesting. Just due to the fact I'm gonna try. I've been working on not saying a lot, so this might be brutal.
Okay.
Those songs I had written a while ago, and recently I've been listening to a lot of like folk and country music. Ashes to Amber isn't folk or country music. I tried to spin those. I mean, inevitably anything I write will sound kind of like the Ashes stuff. But with those songs, they kind of leaned on the other side. The way it all came together is like, I don't know how the public is going to like really receive a new sound. It'd be like if not me, it wouldn't be as extreme if like Deadmau5 like made like reggae music, but I just didn't know. So when those songs came out, I was just kind of releasing them for me. They have a lot of backstory in the fact that like I had gone to Point Reyes for the first time in my life. I was like in a relationship situation, and like the chorus where it's like the wave came in, I just saw the king tides wash up on the far shore of Point Reyes and take the woman away. So sick. But like I was just like, I don't know how that's gonna all work together. So I just released it for myself. So there's really no backstory on like specifically what I mean. It's a very artist thing to do. It's just like, yo, I'm gonna release music for myself. But like that's like really what it was. I was like, I'm gonna listen to these songs because I like them and then get back to like my regular indie pop scheduled programming. So those songs were just purely based off of like the folk thing I wanted to do. I wanted to give it a try, and so far people have been really liking it. Song with No Name, literally all it was. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to call it. There's no backstory to that one that's like heartfelt. It's just more of just a song with no name, and it's just a cool love song. That's all it is. Kind of sounds like the Eagles. It's kind of sick. I wish I could be like, oh, it's about that one time when I was in love and I was on the hood of her car and we were going through this crazy breakup and it was the craziest thing ever, but it was just normal thing. Point Reyes, very personal song to me. One of the more personal songs I've ever released. It's literally just, again, just encompasses this trip. Went up to Point Reyes, very beautiful place, very crossroad point in a relationship. I was taken in scenery, comparing and contrasting how the light turned to dark, very poetic, whatever. We broke up, banger.
Awesome, man.
I got through that without an It was pretty sick.
I didn't even catch that. Good job. Yeah, no, I saw when you released it, I saw on your story something about, yeah, you can probably take it.
I'm over it. Indiana Jones.
You said something about what you just said about it being folk. I honestly didn't even really hear that, to be honest. Like I kind of caught it on Point Reyes, but like to me it sounds like your sound. It still came through as you, so it didn't feel like that drastic of like a shift. It was just like just a little bit it felt like if it was on an album it would just kind of be like, a song on the album that just kind of took a different spin. But that's kind of, I think, kind of in the current era with music, people are kind of attached to like keeping the same sound and all the algorithms and stuff, like keeping up with that. Because when you go to veered off that, then you're not getting pushed in these directions. But I think it still sounds in the vein of your other stuff, so I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah, it is in the vein. I think that the songs were very, wow, it's hard to not say that. I think that the songs were inspired by folk, maybe not folk. So you hit the nail on the head there. I think it's the elements. There's a lap steel guitar.
Yeah.
John Wayne sample. He's saying Pilgrim. I say the word Utah, stuff like that, where it's like, this could be folk, but I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is yeah, no, I heard it more, I think, on Point Reyes, like I said. But yeah, well, I when you said that like on your story, I thought like, oh, this is just gonna be an acoustic ballad, but it still kind of had the same production, the same
Yeah.
from your other stuff. But yeah, going to Chartreuse though, I mean, I love that song. I know a lot of people from our end were really hyped and thought that could be like song of the summer vibes. I mean, that was an awesome song. Do you have any story on that? I know you have that little funny French girl interlude. I don't know if there's a story behind that or
That was funny because it's one of my friends. She lives in Seattle, and like I wanted to just have it's chartreuses. I didn't even put two and two together. Homie's French, chartreuse is French. I just usually will just call my friends if I need voice memos and just not even tell them, just like that, like the NSA. Like I just freaking snipe them while they're talking to me, and she just picked up the phone and started ripping while the song was playing. I was just like, oh, it's so sick, so sick. And then I didn't tell her until the song came. I'm like, oh, by the way, I freaking sniped you, bro. I was like, just speaking French. So it was good. Chartreuse, again, another song, doesn't really have a meaning. I was just kind of like, I wrote out the chords and we changed it. Usually it was strummed out like da na 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 na. And then we chopped it up. I was working with my friend Connor. He's goated. I don't work with a lot of people, but when I do, they're goated. They're always goated. But we just chopped it up so it went from the strums into like this like glitch pop kind of da. And then we just started going from there, and it kind of like got me in this pocket where I was like and like the first word that came to my brain was chartreuse, and I was like, all right, it's that, there it is. And like the beginning lyric doesn't even make any sense. Like, you got your life vest, like what are you on a boat, like are you a jet ski? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But like, you got your life vest and your chartreuse. I mean, there's a lot of spin in that song where it's obviously like a song about some chick or anybody in your life that's like little angsty, little like against go swimming upstream, you're sharp dressed, you got this vibe. It's another just heartbroken love song that's not written towards anything specific. So I guess it does have a meaning. I feel like a lot of the songs I write, like I'm not thinking about what's going through my dome. I just kind of flow it out. And then after I'm like, like, I guess that does make sense about something that happened in my life. But the background, it was just a glitch pop song, chartreuse, French. I think that answered your question. If you have any more specific.
Well, what is chartreuse? I don't even know.
Chartreuse is a French liqueur.
Oh, okay.
And it's dude, also the album cover, I think I was in a pokey place and I saw this in the bathroom, that cover. Don't know if that's copyright or not. Whatever. We might get in trouble. I'll take the blame. I'll take the full blame. But I snapped it on my phone, put it on there, and it's like all these worlds were colliding because the ice cream colors are chartreuse. And I didn't even I was like, whoa. And then chicks speaking French. I was like, whoa. Like it was like the world wanted that song, like the earth wanted that song to just work.
Yeah.
So it worked. I think it's a great pop song. I think it's gonna be the song of every summer. And I think it's one of those songs that even though it's not like cranking 100 million streams right now, which I think it's very well possible to do, it feels like one of those songs that like those freaking high schoolers are just, first time you ever drink alcohol, people are gonna be ripping to that song. First kiss, ripping to that song.
Yeah.
So I think just like with Iris, a little backstory, like it's like one of these like little, it's like think airplane versus mountain climber, I feel like a lot of people, they just get on an airplane and then they land, but I feel like a lot of Ashes to Amber songs, they're like little mountain climbers. They just freaking keep going and keep going and keep going. Then they get a jetpack and then they keep going and then they keep going. So it's like, I see Chartreuse doing that as well. Just like, it's just going to go like this. And one day you're going to look and be like, holy shit, 500 million, where'd that come from? It's because the little homie was just going.
Yeah, that's a great perspective to have. And yeah, I think that's the thing that people don't think about enough is that something doesn't have to have. I mean, I think like in the current age, people think like if it doesn't do numbers immediately, it's doomed, but you can always promote stuff that like people have never heard of. I mean, it's just, it might still not have found its total audience. So that's totally true.
Yeah. Should we make that a thing right now? You could throw the text up right now on TikTok. Just say the mountain climber parable or like the mountain climber paradox.
We should.
The Matterhorn paradox. I like that.
I'm trying to remember the lyrics. I was trying to find them. I don't know if do you have them on the song
of Chartreuse?
Yeah, because I was trying to remember because when you were talking about it a little bit, it was reminding me of kind of a contradiction and the like hook. maybe like you say, like maybe you should be the one I need to lose or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Because like she's okay. Here's a funny thing. I like that you listen to the lyrics. I think that's good. A lot of people will talk about things they have no idea what's going on. I was like, what? Bro, did you even listen to that shit? But when I sang that lyric, I was like, oh, that fits the song so perfectly, but it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like trying to think in my head. It just felt right, just like life vest. Like I said, like what? But like you can be the one I need to lose. Kind of makes sense. I after the song came out, after I think about it, I see it as something where it's like, I could mess this up, or you're too good for me. Like you can be the one I need to lose, because eventually it's not going to be the one for me. Because the verse is like, fantasize, look in my eyes, like in the same way, colors just shine when I'm with you.
You say shine, or you say just shine? Sorry to interrupt. Well,
fantasize, look in my eyes, like in the same way, colors just shine when I'm
just shine.
Yeah.
I heard "calicious sign." I was like, what words is he using?
Calicious is so fire. I wish it was calicious. What was this? The second verse goes, you can be the one I need to lose. Like little shapes. This is dank. Like little shapes, we sit in days. To empty space, we float away.
Mm-hmm.
Like galaxies into the dark, we run away to make new stars.
Fire.
It's like slam poetry into the universe, bro. Like if I was an alien on like Jarbotron or whatever, like that would be my slam poetry. Everybody would be like, oh.
Yeah, it's funny that you had the same. Yeah, because I was wondering on the hook though, that part specifically, because I hear the song and I'm like, it's a love song, but then that part's the contradiction where it's like you're saying like, yeah, but I don't really feel that hot about this. But it's, I guess you were saying it just kind of flowed out and you just kept it.
It just sounded good.
I mean, it sounds sick. I agree. But it is just kind of like, what does that even mean? Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it happens a lot in my songs, like in Wrong Dialect. I don't know if you heard that one, but I like grammar isn't like a thing. Like I'll say like it should be cataclysmic memories, but for some reason, cataclysm memories, you just got to put in a fake comma there or a semicolon. Makes sense.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever. That's fire. So you're in Orange. You're from Orange. You went to USC, right?
Fight on, baby. I didn't go to a single football game until I graduated. I don't know what happened. It's like I think I'm a big analogy person, but when like you're 5 years old and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, like Earth, like look at these things. Like your consciousness snaps in.
Yeah.
That happened to me when I went to USC. I was like, I did the thing, and then like I graduated, and I was like, oh, football. So now I love the
football afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't know anything.
I saw you're a big Gels fan, though. I thought that was your love. No,
Angels.
Yeah,
I liked them when I was like 0 to like 11, and then I tapped out for like, let's see, 11 plus 10 is 21. 11 plus 5 is 20. For like 15 years.
Wow.
And then I tore my ACL in May for the second time. Not awesome. And I was at home and I watched this guy just rip a line drive down third base line, and I was like, I love the Angels. So then I just tapped in, got custom Ashes to Amber freaking jerseys. I'm dialed.
Even though they're back to being trash as always.
They are never not good. They're kind of just like this, but I like it. It's kind of like gambling. Like you'll never win, but it's fun.
Yeah, I'm a White Sox fan, so I feel you.
So. That sucks, but that's good. So you get it.
Yeah. Do you know Jack Macher, by the way? I thought I saw that you guys.
Yeah. We went to school together. He was really good at the drums.
Yeah, I grew up playing with him. That's why.
That's right. He is from Chirac. That is so true.
Yeah.
That's good. He's a good boy.
Yeah. No, definitely. So you were saying, so you went to USA. So you were saying your like life opened up to you in general, or just around football after you
just football. Just football. My consciousness unfortunately kicked in when I was 5, but if it fully kicked in when I was 27, I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah,
because you're like a full-on adult by the time you're 20. So it'd be crazy if you just snapped in then. It'd probably be too much. You'd probably like just pass out immediately.
Yeah, talk about those ACL tears a little, because I heard about that and I was confused, because your bio thing is music is an indoor sport, and then it's like you're getting these sports related injuries. Did you get injured at a show, or was that a totally related thing? You were just playing basketball or something?
Great question. You got a lot of those good questions. First of all, music is definitely also an outdoor sport. I just like music as an indoor sport. You know, a lot of the times it's not what it means. It's how it feels, you know?
Yeah.
You could be the one I need to lose. Music is an indoor sport, whatever. But had nothing to do with the ACL tears. Those were based off of non-sports related injuries. The first one was, I guess it's a sport, but it was the last day of senior year of high school. A little unfortunate. Dodgeball, students versus teachers. Front of the whole school. I just freaking nailed my English teacher. Like she should have exploded on impact. I've never seen anybody throw something so hard. Like it was like she just dies instantly. And then I'm like backpedaling. I'm like, oh, blew out my ACL just walking backwards. And like I wasn't like a football player or anything. I weighed all of like 110 pounds. I was like small. And then everybody's like, oh, get up, you wimp. Like, do you think you're like, I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I've never felt like this pain before. I'm like running and my legs like snapping out again. So like, it's probably just doing more and more damage. And I got the MRI and they're like, bro, how is that even possible? I was like, I don't know. Got it fixed. And then everything was good. Literally was on, I think, for the Ashes to Amber fans and the people of YouTube, I think it's a little bit of a conspiracy against skiing. Because 1 week prior to that happening, I was skiing. Tour 7 years later, I'm on tour. We were playing a show in Snowbird. Coolest thing ever. They give us free skiing things. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go skiing. I've been skiing a while. Ripping, having a great day. Next day, tear my ACL again.
Wow.
Conspiracy? I think so. I don't. Some kid just jumped on my back. I'm a big piggyback ride person. People will see me walking down the streets. They just hop on my back, and I'm like, all right, we're going now. So this kid just jumped on my back and I just took a step and exploded. And I was like, and it was like so funny because it's like such a traumatic thing that you remember it. And when it happened, I was like, whoa, I know something bad just happened. I remember you. Like, I remember that feeling. So they just put me on morphine, zip that thing back up. And now we're coming on 7 months. She's doing pretty good.
Damn, that's horrible. Yeah, no, I've had a lot of injuries for kind of like freak reasons too. Like I broke my arm, well, kind of a little bit more you would make, like I broke my arm playing football, 2 helmets crushed it in half, like that'll cause it. But then I got all these weird concussions kind of for random reasons, and I broke part of my leg just falling on it playing basketball. I messed up my ankle this summer, so same thing, like just blew up, and my back's checked out. So I feel you. That's the only injury you've kind of had and that type of level though?
I'm pretty accident prone. I mean, I got scars everywhere.
I broke my pinky too. Yeah.
There's a B. I fell into a bush, cut open all of my hand somehow, went back to the bush, just leaves. I'm like, how's that even possible? Like, was there a brand? I was like in there shoving my hand like a week later, just trying to see what was in there. Nothing. One time I was skateboarding, I cut off my entire like heel, not sick.
Yeah.
I cut off my eyelid in 6th grade from an elbow to the face. Like, I don't know what's going on. Nothing normal. Nothing normal.
That's brutal.
Quaff, I say. Is that a word? Quaff?
I don't know. It is. It might be.
Quaff.
You were
quaff, drink something alcoholic. So no quaff. For the YouTube people out there, don't quaff.
We were talking the other day about, so I saw, because I got access to see this stuff that you uploaded already for us, and have a date for it yet, but I saw you're doing a song. You got one in the queue with Noah Urea, aka Noah.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak on that at all? How that came to be? I mean, obviously, I know Noah and Lindsay, but yeah.
Yeah, we grew up next to each other, and he was like the only kid that like was a singer. I liked playing guitar, but I didn't like singing from ages of like 1st grade till like I literally started making music because I thought it was a little. This is an interesting hot take. I don't feel this way anymore, but I thought it's like when guys sing, unless you're really good, like it's kind of lame. I think like girls should be good singers, not guys. And then obviously I got all, I was like, okay, it's super sick if you're a dude and you have pipes. So like I didn't want to do it, but he was the only kid that sang. So I would write songs with him and he would sing. And then we'd write a lot of songs together. And then after I started making music, he started just doing his music thing, and then we would just like write songs together. Like during like Christmas or Thanksgiving break, I'd just go down to their house and just rip some stuff. So we wrote these songs like whiles ago, like within the last 5 years, maybe like
Wow.
wrote. And then I was like, these songs are so dank, like why are they not out? So I was gonna release them. I was initially gonna wait for him to start his project.
Which he did now.
He
Yeah.
did now. I don't know if we're gonna do the No and No collab or not, but however it goes. All I know is the songs are great, and I like working with him, and they're just sick. So we wanted to start like a side project called Little League. Don't know why. Kind of a sick name, but we'll figure it out. Regardless, those songs are so dank. Like I like the way our voices meld together. I like the way we write songs together, and I think people will like that too.
Awesome. Yeah, and his main instrument bass, or I know he plays everything, but he started out there. Were you guys kind of, when you were learning together, were you kind of him on bass, you on guitar, or no?
It's kind of like everything.
Yeah.
The bass was intimidating for me for a while until somebody told me it was just the first 4 strings of the guitar. I was like, oh, I can do that. So that was chill. And then the ukulele, I was like, it's the same thing. It's not. It's not. Like you could put strings on anything and be like, yo, it's just like the guitar. It's not. Like a violin, it's not a guitar. It's a violin. So
bass is a little different. That's oversimplifying it, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's like the most similar to a guitar. You hit the root notes. It's
oh
like
yeah, well, I mean, like an upright bass is its own thing, and then it's called a bass guitar because it's a bass made to be more approachable to a guitar.
Yeah, the upright bass. I don't even think they should call it. I think it's so gnarly. It's just a freaking MSG cello with the same. I don't know. It's just big. I don't know why anybody would choose that, but if you do, like, I respect it.
Yeah.
You gotta lug that thing everywhere. Thing's humongous. It's like you have it's like your conjoined twin.
Exactly.
Just in a case.
Love it. You were on tour last year, right? How'd that go?
The sickest thing ever. That was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, really?
Because getting to go to like New Zealand and Australia and stuff and like seeing Ashes to Amber fans was cool. You know, I think I get really stuck in US market brain where I'm like, America's the only place on planet Earth. Like there's no other place ever. And then I'm like, there's so many people that listen to music in like India, and there's so many people that listen to music like in like China and like all these other places. And then that's when I really started digging into like my analytics and seeing things, and the opportunity came out to go to like New Zealand and stuff. And like, I'm like, who's gonna come to a show? And like, there's like, when we played in New Zealand, like it was small, but there's still like 250, 300 people there. I was like, what? Like, it was so cool. We played Iris 5 times. It was so sick. It was like, again. I was like, ah! We played Iris 5 times. I don't know why. My bass player was like, dude, you're not Drake. You can't do the same song 5 times in a row. I was like, dude, we're in New Zealand. You can do whatever you want 5 times in a row. So that was cool. And then like, it's a beautiful country. And then I got to learn a lot about like the culture and stuff. And then Australia was good too, because it's like everybody talks funny. And then you talk funny to them. I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, people are coming out. They're like, I like your accent. I was like, what do you mean, bro? So that was good. They have big spiders. It's scary. The Bondi Beach is the craziest thing ever because there's too many. It's like they pack you in. There's too many people. It's like Disneyland, and the waves were big. And like I'm like very like ocean brained. I surf all the time. I get how the ocean works. Understand how tides move. And there's like probably like 5,000 people in the water, and it is like maybe 6 to 8 foot. And I'm watching like people just. And like they don't wear swimsuits, like people are like in underwear. I'm just like, bro, what is going on right now? And they only line you up in like these like small, like you can only go in like one area, so it's like buoyed. You can't go out here because like it's like international waters. It's like when you go over the ski boundary, it's like if you die over there, like we're not gonna save you, but if you're like in trouble here, we will. So there's like so like you can't even like move. Huge wave comes, there's like people flying over the top of you. Australia, America's cool.
Nice transition.
New Mexico. That was the sickest show ever. 30 people showed up. And it was so sick because I show up, right? Tiny little place in Las Cruces, not even Albuquerque. I pull up to the venue and there's a line around the door. And I was like, they're all coming to the show. Like, I've never seen like a massive line, like 2 hours before doors. Show starts. That was everybody that was going to the show. And I was like, dang, that's so sick. I thought it was like, there's gonna be like 900,000 people there. There's people there like already lining up. It was like, it was the only thing happening in the town that day. It was like in like a freaking wedding venue. So sick. And then Everywhere's pretty cool. Omaha's cool. That's where the Rubens from.
Uh-huh.
Utah, there's like not a lot there. Wyoming, there's a whole lot of not there. My favorite place on tour was Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
Yeah, I was at South by Southwest, which isn't that where you met Carlos?
What? You were there?
Yeah, I was there.
Wasn't that stuff so fun?
Yeah, it was pretty
You
high.
just go from like bar to bar and like everybody's doing everything. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
But you flew
No, I actually took the train. I took an Amtrak train down there.
from Shy?
How did you get there? Yeah.
I freaking drove. I had to drive those all during tour. So like
During tour, yeah. Okay.
the fact that like to drive a vehicle from Los Angeles all the way to this side and then all the way back,
Yeah.
crazy experience.
Oh, I'm sure. I didn't realize you played. Yeah, I know you played Omaha and Wyoming. Those are super deep cuts. And then to also go abroad is awesome.
Des Moines, Iowa, the most slept on place in America.
Des Moines, yeah.
You been?
No, but I've heard good things.
I thought you're like, yep, I know. Like, no way. They have like an underground rave, like
Wow.
scene. I somehow stumbled into the underground rave scene. I thought it was just gonna be like cowboys and like corn. There's people just like on just doing weird shit. And it's like what? It was like the sickest thing ever.
Yeah, we
had spaghetti. It was so sick.
Wait, what you say? Spaghetti?
I didn't have like my phone or something. There's something I was quaffing in Iowa, and I just wanted to bring my food with me just in case like I got stuck or something. So I was in the rave with my spaghetti. And it was like, and I'm just like,
That's wild. You know, we do have an artist from there, and they definitely fit that vibe, so that makes sense. But yeah, I was previously surprised about that too, and I think Slipknot's from there. So there's
maybe it's a thing then.
They're from Iowa. I don't know if they're from Des Moines or whatever it's called, but
they're from Des Moines.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Cool place. It's a cool place.
Yeah. What kind of so obviously you kind of started your process with us meeting Carlos, but what kind of led you to kind of were you looking for an opportunity like this when you met us, or was it just kind of something you stumbled into? What kind of led you to this point?
You're asking why stream?
Yeah.
To answer that question, I had a distribution company before. I'm still with them. They're based out of Sweden. I'm very selective. I went through a lot of things in my career as an artist, trying to discover things and find nice personable things. And I did a lot of interviewing and decided to not swing to a lot of things like companies and management and agents and all this other stuff. Like, it's like, when you find like the right kind of vibe, because like you're friends with the people there. That's all I'm looking for, is like if somebody can get my jokes and like I can have a beer with them, and like that's the person I want to work with. And then if they're good at their job, that's a plus. Like I'd rather figure something out with somebody than like have somebody that knows what they're doing and like is not fun to be around. And so it's taken me a while to find that. I met Carlos. That was cool. He sent me the thing. I was like, yeah, this is a cool thing. And then like after a while, I was like, had this new project coming out. I was in this like new chapter in my life where I'm like, I kind of want to start giving something else a go. And I did a lot of interviews, and I just felt like a lot of regurgitation of kind of the same kind of concept, but like everybody here is super personable, like get on the phone. Everybody has, this seems like just a little bit more artist touch. Yeah. And I don't know how many clients or how many artists are signed to the like label side of things, but it doesn't seem like there's that many. And when I'm sure there's probably a lot, because it's very like in touch. People know what's going on, and it just seems very like good. Like people are working together. It's not just like, I've had a lot of experience where you do something and then they're just ghost time. You're like, Casper, where the heck? Let's get some music going. They're just gone.
Yeah.
So it's cool. There's no like, that was like the main specific reason why I just like, I want to try something new, somebody that wasn't like going full label route and stuff. Cause like, I feel like you can accomplish a lot with just like the tools that you have. Besides the one thing I think labels offer that are great is like a lot of financial push, with advances and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's not that necessary with the advent of like how streaming and DSP and all that other stuff is working right now. Like it's not like you have to go print records and do all this other stuff. Like it was necessary to have a label back in the day. And now it's like if you have a good distro team, build that around your own social media push and some guerrilla stuff, good management, good agent, like you're pretty dialed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy with the team that I have now.
Awesome. Yeah, and how did you kind of get to this point? What was the process? When did you start putting out music? Kind of how did you get, because you've been doing like pretty well for a while, I feel like. What's kind of the backstory on that? And was it always a solo project? Because I know on the Spotify, the Audio Tree session you did, it has you with your band members. I didn't know.
I have to.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was trying to figure out if it was like a Tame Impala situation where it started out as a group and then kind of minimized to mostly just be you from there.
It is a Tame Impala situation. I write and record and produce a lot of music now. In the beginning, I didn't know how to do that, so I work with my producer friend named TJ in college, and he helped me make a lot of stuff. But like now, I've evolved as an artist where I like making a lot of my own stuff. But I've had the same band like from the very first show I played sophomore year in college. Like we're all just like buds from school. And like whenever I'm playing shows, like it's just the same group of guys that we do. So it's just been this. That's why it's cool. It's like Ashes to Amber technically is a band because everybody knows us as the same people playing the same music. But I write, produce, and do all the other stuff. So all the stuff on records and lyrics, it's all me. And then I have my legendary dogs that move. We make movements together in Des Moines. The backstory is interesting and not musical background at all. I just like playing guitar. I'll give the quickest synopsis possible. 7th grade, running for president of my middle school, wrote a song, super bullshit, funny song. Like I wasn't just up there just like, yeah. Like I was like, buenos dias, like some funny ass shit. I'm Mexican, even though I don't look like it. People liked it. I was like, okay, it's sick. Then I was like, freaking house music is dang. So I was like, I don't want to play guitar. So I started making mashups on SoundCloud called Speedy Royce. And I was vibing. I was like making hoodies. I had the vibe. Everything was going well. And I would just make like DJ mashups. So like EDC shit. I don't know how. I didn't put any promotion. I was very ignorant in the music industry back then. Somehow they just started juicing millions of streams. I have no idea, just by the luck of the SoundCloud gods. I don't know how. But like you can go listen to some Studio Ratio. You can be like, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit? But it's sick. And then I got to college and I was still doing the Studio Roy stuff. I was like DJing all the main clubs and stuff, just off of that. And then I was like, I want to go back to writing my guitar songs. Cause then I got sad and I was like, this music doesn't make me feel sad. So I started writing songs and then I wrote songs with that kid, TJ, finished the first EP in like a week. And I just put it out just cause I wanted to. And then it got really good reviews from like my schoolmates and everything. And then I was like, how do I make it work more? And then I said, I'm going to go reach out to influencers to use my music. None of them responded. And I said, okay. So then I was like, I'm going to reach out to micro influencers, like 5,000 followers to like 50,000 followers. They responded. And then I just built an army of these fools. And I started creating like this cool. The concept was this, the final portion of the Ashes to Amber success story. People were using royalty-free music on YouTube. This honestly before everything started kind of shifting. This is like 2018, 2019. I was like, they should use my music. So I started working with this company called Thematic. We started creating licenses where they would be able to use the music and then it would get recouped into this portfolio over here. And then that way they can use good music and then it's a win-win situation for everything. So I brought all these fools onto Thematic, started chugging, started bringing in more people, and then it just created this snowball thing of all these micro-influencers using my music, and then it started just freaking ripping because like all these people were listening, and so people were like Shazamming and doing stuff. Problem. Everything comes with a problem, you know? I don't know if everything comes with a problem. A lot of things come with a problem. It created a very faceless brand. So a lot of people were finding my music not from me, but from other people. It's a good problem, still a problem though. And I'm still trying to Sherlock Holmes this problem today. So here we find ourselves in this position where we have a reasonably successful music catalog. sell music, go on tours, people buy merch. That's all great, but it's not performing at the volume that I think it could be, where it's like engagement on Instagram, engagement on TikTok. And so I have to work backwards to find the people that already know my music without knowing me. Because I'll post something on TikTok and somebody will be like, Ashes Amber. I didn't know who this person is. So instead of finding new fans, I have to find the fans that I already have. So it's like this reverse thing. And I think once I solve that,
Sky's the limits.
And that's the story of Ashes to Amber.
So you started out doing different music, SoundCloud in like 7th grade, and then in college is when you actually properly started releasing Ashes to Amber stuff.
2018, yep.
And you were saying, so you're saying because you were pushing this stuff out on those other platforms with the micro influencers, people weren't aware of who you were. They just kind of heard the music, and you're not.
Yep.
You're not finding them. Okay, that's interesting. And then yeah, because you don't have a TikTok, do you? Or if you did,
I'm re-upping that thing. I'm going ham now for 2026. Okay. We're going ham.
Because I'd seen like clips that like seemed like they were clearly yours, but then like I couldn't tell what was going on. Which one was the real one? You or not? But
yeah. So that is my plan. I'm gonna go off on TikTok, and then I'm gonna freaking 100 bajillion followers, 100 billion people at shows. Chartreuse will finally get her time to shine, and then we'll go to the Grammys.
Well, I think I think you're doing. Well, it seems like you're. Wow, I think you've got an increase in Instagram recently, right? I think last I checked you at like 1,000, and now you have like 12,000.
When Chartreuse came out, it started cranking. I think Chartreuse made people want to follow me because I think it's like a pop song, and then it kind of died off. I was like at like 9,000 when Chartreuse came out, and then it went to 12. Should be 12 billion, but we'll see. One day.
I think you're still doing it good though, in the way that like most people like struggle with getting, like, if they have like, let's say 100,000 Instagram or TikTok followers, they're not able to convert that to Spotify. But
yeah,
you already have the Spotify number, so
that's what I'm saying. It's like a reverse problem. I have the exact opposite that other people have to deal with.
It's not really that much of a problem, other than what the touring thing, I would think. But it sounds like the fans still found you on tour, so it seems like it kind of.
I've been trying to figure this out, like how to converge all like omni-channel everything with Ashes to Amber, and nothing makes sense. It's like with the faces thing, why do people come to shows? I don't know.
Yeah,
because there's like you try to solve this thing, but then that thing doesn't make sense, you know. But it's like a good problem, so it'll get solved. Sherlock Holmes can do it. I can do it.
Because you got the follow me on Instagram song, so
that worked, bro. It worked for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
That's awesome. That's hype. Yeah, I didn't know you were Mexican either. Yeah, just like Lindsay and Noah. That's interesting. It's cool.
Yeah, we the Muggles. We're the half-bloods.
Do you speak Spanish at all then?
Claro.
Claro que sí.
Claro que sí.
Nice. Awesome, man. I know that. Sick. Let me see what else I had for you. I think you kind of covered most of it. So do you have anything next year that you're really wanting to highlight? I mean, you said you're gonna go ham on TikTok and stuff, but do you have any insights on your releases? Are you gonna plan some more stuff out? Are you gonna be releasing monthly, every couple months, every couple weeks? What's your vibe? What's your plan for that time period?
2026, we're gonna start the year off with Toy Drive because we love the kids. I want to do one for single college moms so they have stuff to give their kids and things for themselves. I'm gonna start a Toy Drive soon for that. So for the people that see this, follow me on Instagram. You'll get information on that. Give out to the community. Also do another charity event I always do beach cleanup nonprofit stuff because I love the ocean. I hate trash. That shit sucks. So we'll be doing one of those. I'm going to do 2 EPs this year instead of an album. Break it up because they have too much of a different vibe. 1 EP vibe, another EP vibe. 2 singles. I'll be on the road March through May. Hasn't been announced yet.
Okay.
Coming to a city near you. Music videos, a short film. That's all I got for now.
US tour then?
Might sprinkle a little Canada in there.
But you're doing the similar to last, or are you kind of trying different cities you didn't do last time?
Same cities with some new cities.
Okay. Still doing Chicago, LA, Austin, that type of stuff. Okay.
Boston.
Cool.
Cudahy, Wisconsin.
Cudahy?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm well versed in Wisconsin. I'm not
Or
familiar with.
Kudawai, I don't know, somewhere right below Milwaukee.
It's right below Milwaukee.
I was
Okay.
in Madison last time. They're doing Kudahai this time. Go Brewers.
Yeah. Kudawar. Okay.
Better luck next year, Brewers.
Shout out. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. The Brewers kind of tanked it. Are you a Chargers or Rams fan? Or you said you got back into football, right?
I have no idea what happens in the NFL.
You just like USC football.
That's all I care about.
Well, you know who Caleb Williams is, right?
Kid's soft. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not a big Bears fan, but he's the Bears quarterback. But yeah,
I mean, I get why he gypped out at the end of the season because like you don't want to hurt yourself before you go to the draft. But it's like, come on,
oh, he didn't play the bowl game or something.
something like that. He's crying. I don't know. I tore my ACL. I didn't cry. You're making millions of dollars, bro, to throw a ball.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a hot take. I don't know.
No.
Makai Lemon. I don't know for those of you who play fantasy. Ready? This can be the YouTube snippet. You can throw it over the screen.
Okay.
Kane's fantasy football tip of the next year: Makai Lemon. That's your wide receiver.
He's the USC guy. Oh yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown did amazing. So yeah, I'm sure the USC kind of has the keys to the good players nowadays.
Yeah, Makai Lemon, he's about to win the Blitnikoff for the best wide receiver this year. He's leading the college football for everything. The thing is, he's like a robot, though. I don't get what's going on. I watch a lot of wide receivers. They just like catch the ball. This guy, like, it's something different. Go watch a Makai Lemon highlight reel. Kane's fantasy football tip of the next year: Makai Lemon, pick him, or you're not gonna win. You're gonna go to the toilet bowl.
Well, I'm happy you got a good football team to follow. I follow Purdue, so that's pretty miserable. If you even know who they are.
Who?
Purdue? You never heard of Purdue?
The Boilermakers?
Yeah, of course.
They suck.
Yeah, they're good at basketball though. So
yeah, they are good at basketball, but whatever. North Texas, goated. I like those guys.
North Texas. Yeah, USC. Yeah, it's weird they're in the Big Ten. It doesn't seem right.
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that.
But because what were they Pac-12 when you were in college?
The greatest conference of all time.
But yeah,
but it's like the root of all problems, money.
Yeah. Bronny was there for a hot second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
No, that's all I was gonna say. Yeah, Bronny was there, but I'm not super familiar with USC's basketball process. I don't know.
We're 9-0. I guess I do know. I think we're 9-0.
Let me see. Purdue's won. USC
17.
How are they not in the top 25?
I don't know.
Oh, they're 24th.
What's our record?
Their record is 8-0, and theirs. So they have the same record as Purdue. It must be just the level of competition.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We're freaking ripping. I guess I do.
It's the same conference as Purdue, so it doesn't really make sense. But they haven't started conference play yet. I don't know why it takes so long. They still have like weeks before they do the conference games.
I'm just all things USC, bro. Freaking.
That's cool.
Intramural Quidditch, like I'm there, rooting the boys on.
Did you study music there or no? Not at all.
I studied music industry. I doubled in marketing in the business school, and then took music industry there. So it's like a business degree with emphasis on music.
It's similar to what I did at Belmont. Yeah, I did like the entertainment industry major, then minored in music business in German for some reason. So do you do music full time though?
Mm.
You do?
Somehow. Well, I just like Ashes was chugging, and like it's still chugging. So I'm just doing the thing till I can't afford to do the thing, and then I'll do something else. But awesome. I don't see it doing that especially after Chartreuse starts chugging.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I'm hyped. I definitely think I'm with you on that. I think Chartreuse can definitely be big. I also, one more thing I wanted to ask about Outskirts of Infinity, because that one kept on coming up on my shuffle play through your catalog. I know that's kind of one of the bigger ones, and you also do a little intro thing clip there. Is there anything you can tell me about that one? I know that's an old one, but that one's really sick. I love that one.
The intro clip itself, or the song in general?
The song, both.
Both. I need an intro for the song, and then we just voice memoed the room. And like when I was doing my sessions at school, like there'd be a lot of people in the room, I was like, let's just do some bullshit, and then it sounded really cool.
Mm.
And that's before I knew how to produce. I was like, it needs like we need a talk needs to go. Whoosh. He's like, I got you. The song is sad because it was about one of my fraternity brothers who died.
Oh wow.
And then I wrote that song about that being like a period in my life and like an etude to him in a sense. But nobody knows that song's sad. Sometimes I'll say that at shows and everybody's like, "Woo, oh," and I'm like, oh. I'm like, no, it's chill. It's super chill. But it's a lot of my songs are sad, but they sound happy. So
well, yeah, I love these last two tunes. Pretty much everything I've heard from you, I've dug. So I'm excited for what you have left to go. And yeah, hoping that more people hear these two new songs and more people hear Chartreuse and just keeps on doing numbers and blowing you up.
yes, indeed. I'm excited for the fantasy tip of the day. It's gonna be sick. I want to see the sparkle little go across. He's so sick.
Yeah, we got to try and make that happen. Let me just end the recording.